When people follow your vlogs and they support your Patreon, they're not just buying your products anymore. They're investing in you and in your journey, right?
It definitely makes me feel that I have a community of people that are kind of like my besties. It feels really cool to be able to show people what I'm making and getting that feedback, and it's been incredible.
Welcome to the Dirty Heifers podcast, soap making, small business, and so much more. Let's get dirty. Welcome back to the Dirty Heifers podcast, the show where soap makers talk shop, share stories, and occasionally wander so far off topic that we can't remember how we even got there. I'm Margaret from Warm and Fuzzy Soapery, and as always, I am joined by my partners in grime, Jesse from Country Lather Soapworks, who can turn a simple question into a 20-minute story and somehow still never answer it, and Shauna from Bawana Bath & Body, our resident doctor, voice of reason, and living proof that some people can successfully balance a medical career and a soap business while the rest of us are just trying to remember where we left our coffee. Tonight's episode, and I just made this up, so. Tonight's episode is all about evolution, reinvention, and what happens when life decides to throw a few plot twists your way. We're excited to welcome Jerica Zimmerman from Quench to the podcast. Hello. If you've spent any time in the maker community, chances are you've seen her engaging vlog-style content, followed her business journey, or watched as she navigated some major changes both personally and professionally. We're going to talk about the rise of vlog-style content and why audiences connect with it, the decision to rebrand and change the name of her business, how major life events can impact entrepreneurship, and what it looks like to keep moving forward when both your business and your personal life are evolving at the same time. But before we get to Jerica, it is time for everyone's favorite segment where Jeffy, where Jessie discovers words she has absolutely no intention of using in real life. It is time for
Jessie versus the dictionary.
All right.
That's a new one, isn't it?
No, that's the same one as last week.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't remember the banjo game. All right.
I don't either.
And I took it easy on you again this week.
Yeah,
Jessie.
you lobbed me a softball this week.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The word is spelled Metamorphosis.
And the word is metamorphosis.
All right. Do you want to?
It's the change from one thing to another.
Exactly. Very nice. In form, character, appearance, or anything like that. And I feel sad because now I can't use my sentence.
No, yes you can.
Oh, yes, I can.
What did Shauna do?
What did Shauna do now?
All right. I'm getting way too slap happy with these. After reorganizing her workspace, rebranding her business, and finally learning how to use all the features on her phone, Shauna's metamorphosis was so remarkable that Jessie briefly suspected that she had been replaced by a highly efficient lookalike.
Shauna's AI now.
All right.
Run by AI like Google.
Yeah, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell me.
Wait, I just did turn that off.
Oh, no. Are you looking for another sound?
No, I am not looking for any more sounds right now. But let's say hello and welcome to Jerica.
Woohoo!
Hi. Hi, everyone. This is so fun. I'm so happy to be here.
We're really
So,
thrilled to have you.
yeah, we're pretty thrilled to have you.
You
Nice,
ain't forgot,
yeah.
have you?
Me?
Oh, she did.
I did forget again. I don't know. I'm just off today. Okay, so Jessie typically has a southernism or a redneck word of the week for us to learn.
Love it. Okay.
And my printer still hates me, so hopefully y'all can read this because I had to write it via Sharpie.
Okay.
All right. So it is spelled Doodle.
Okay.
Doodle.
So yeah, doodle. And I'm going to guess that you're not talking about the doodles like when you're just writing.
Drawing.
No.
And you're not
No.
talking about the dogs.
Not a dog.
Nope.
Like Maggie's dog is a doodle.
Is it a food?
Nope.
like a
No.
cheese doodle?
Nope.
A song?
Is it going to the bathroom?
It's a mixture between a
Wait.
pronoun and a verb.
Pronoun and a... Oh,
All right. How about you use it in a sentence?
yeah.
Gosh.
That dude right there will spin you a yarn.
That doodle
Oh.
right there. Dude
like
will. So it's a
Oh,
person who?
nice.
It's a contraction?
A dude that will. A
Okay.
doodle.
A doodle.
Oh,
a
doodle.
doodle do.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Well, that would be spelled
So
D-U-D-L apostrophe. D-U-D-E.
Well,
apostrophe.
I don't do well with like punctuation and such. You know this.
Because
You're not good with punctuation, but you're like, it's a pronoun and a verb.
Yeah.
I remember that much. I remembered that much.
I had to, remember what's a pronoun for a second there. It's been a while.
So the pronoun would be the dude in that one. Right?
Yeah.
So tell us about Quench. Tell us about yourself. Tell us what's going on.
Oh, so much is going on. I mean, as always, I feel like something's always going on. Every year, there's a plot twist with me. The latest one has been a big one. I got divorced 2025. So that's been a bit of a wrench thrown into life there. And it was an even bigger one because I had to move countries again.
Right. So that was big.
Yeah.
You went from Canada to Seattle? Is that right?
Yeah, so my ex,
then
he's
back.
from America, Washington State. So I was there for about 2 years, and I've since moved back to Canada, to Ontario, Toronto area. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
and he was a big part of your business
Yeah.
too, right? You
Oh,
were
I know.
partners,
Well, it
right?
was
Yeah.
super awkward. Yeah, so I mean, I don't regret it though. Like I feel like I was actually. Do you guys remember Dean Wilson? He had a soaping bath mom channel. Anywho,
No.
I was speaking to him about this, about how the reason why I vlog is because I like to kind of not put all my eggs in one basket. And so I started doing that pretty early on, I think maybe the first year of doing YouTube.
Right.
And I found that being transparent and sharing my life has kept things fresh, not just for my audience, but for me too. I see a lot of soap making YouTubers don't post anymore. And I think it has something to do with just, it's hard to just do the same thing over and over again. So
Right.
yeah, I welcome
Yes.
sharing, and I'm a pretty open book with things. So I've gotten comfortable with it.
So
been doing
what-
it for a while, yeah.
What made you decide? I mean, because again, you just said that most soap makers don't post because, like, the three of us are. I'm just so tired of doing the same video. I'm making soap, I'm
Yeah.
cutting soap, I'm twirling soap, I'm doing this, and you really changed it up with vlog. And were you nervous to share the parts of your life? No, not at all.
No. I think the reason why I started doing it in the first place was because I have always been really fascinated with tech, with videos. I used to work at Apple, like the Apple headquarters before in corporate, and I've always been really good with tech. So it kind of married my fascination with making this. I'm fostering a cat, by the way. That's the noise you're hearing in the background. But yeah, it just kind of married my love of sharing and teaching people with capturing it on video and soap making. It was just like the perfect blend of everything that I loved. And yeah, that's kind of how I got into it. So
Adorable.
playing with some toys, yeah. It's
I-
Tiger back there.
And
Yeah, so that's why I started to vlog, was because I just always been really open with what's going on in my life, and now I had people on the internet interested in it. And
why-
it just, yeah,
why do you think people are connecting with those videos?
we were talking earlier about how it can be lonely, this hobby, job, niche. Not very many people know that you can actually do this. So when you discover it and you start to make soap at home and you share it with your friends and family, usually I find people love it and you're very excited about this thing, but the people you talk to about it don't understand just how cool it is. So I
Right.
think with people that share the stuff on YouTube, the algorithm does its thing and finds other people that are into it and soaping, and just naturally want to follow people's journeys with it.
Right.
And also learn how to do it.
How much of your life do you intentionally keep private?
Ooh, I try to. I definitely curate it for sure. I would say if I were to speak in percentages, it would be more like, yeah, 30% private. But I did find that it's easier for me to make content if I'm just living my life and I pick up a camera and just turn it on because this thing actually is happening.
Well, so I mean, when you walk before we started the show, Jerica walked to the other side of her room, and the camera just, it followed you, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
we,
Is that
we
cool?
were remarking like how absolutely cool that is, and I did notice that on Amazon you have your Amazon like storefront, so like I'm assuming all of the equipment that you use is all listed on there.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah,
So
but
that camera,
this-
everything, yeah.
This camera is actually my Mac Studio, or it's a Mac display. So it's like the internal camera in the screen.
In the laptop?
In the
lap-
laptop?
It's not a laptop. It's like the desktop
Gotcha. Okay.
computer.
Gotcha.
And
I think so. It's
actually-
just a setting that tracks you. Yeah.
Honestly, I've done this before, and I think it's like an upgrade, or when I updated to the newest OS, because it never did this before. Because I've done talks with other people before, and it never used to follow me like this. So I think it's like the software. So I was
Yeah,
just
it
as
might
impressed
be.
as you guys.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
It's impressive. It's cool.
That's pretty
Yeah.
neat.
And it must make,
Mm-hmm.
vlogging and walking around the room and things like that a lot easier when the
Yeah,
camera's
so
following you. You don't need that second person or a cameraman, or you don't have to constantly put the phone and pick it up and move it and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, but it's still a ton of work at the end of the day. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I can imagine
Not so
so.
easy, yeah.
has
Yeah.
creating content changed the way that you view your business?
Yes, yeah. So I feel like when you're a small business owner and you're just doing it on your own, it's really just you making those decisions. You're not really inputting other people's what they think. But
Right.
when you start sharing content, you get a lot of unsolicited opinions on things.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Yes, you do.
And some decisions can be quite controversial too. So you got to have a pretty thick skin to be able to discern like what's actual advice, because you do want to be open to feedback and not be in a silo or an echo chamber, right? And what is like definitely nonsense from people who don't really know really
Right.
what's actually happening. So yeah, it's definitely makes you more vulnerable to being influenced by other opinions for sure.
I did have one the other day. I sent these girls a screenshot, and Jesse's like, "That woman's just trying to pick a fight. Just move on."
Some of them
It's like-
are, yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
And well, it's good as you sent us a screenshot, as you have that community support, like somebody to bounce it off of. And you were
Yeah.
saying that you just love to talk to makers, so it's always fun to have, helpful to have someone who can help you make those decisions, and when something's
Makes you feel
questionable.
like makes you feel like you got somebody in your corner. And
Right.
I
Oh,
have
yeah.
I have found, I post on all the socials, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. The people on YouTube, they are cutthroat, son. They will
Yeah.
throw it. They will throw it to you.
Yes.
So I feel like we jumped right into your vlogging, but for listeners who don't know you or might not know you, how about you introduce yourself, give us your story, like tell us a little bit about,
Sure. Yeah. So I think I started soap making, I think 2017 or so, while I was still working my corporate job, like I mentioned, at Apple. And it was a really stressful job, definitely not suited for me. And it was something that I thought that was my dream job. So it was a big lesson that if you can end up with a dream job and still find that you hate it. But I didn't know how to step away from it. But what actually got me to really leave was I got a skin condition. I got psoriasis, like an outbreak, a flare up. I've never had that before. And I do think it was because of the stress of it all.
could be.
But because I had that skin condition, I got into how to make soap. I think I just found it on YouTube. I think it was Katie's Royalty Soaps channel
Right.
that I saw. I was like, oh my God, you could do this? And so with me, and I feel like other soap makers are like this too. I just dive right in and I just totally find out everything that I can. So I found Soap Queen's channel from that, and bought all the things that I needed and made my first loaf of soap. Fell in love with it instantly. And with me, I have a million interests, very few stick. And soap making was one of those things where I just could not stop making
Right.
soap.
Same.
And so after sharing my bars with my, totally. I shared my bars with my friends and family. They loved it. And I decided to try out selling it after they suggested that I do that. And it's just kind of been from there an evolving company. I've changed my business name a bunch of times. I've changed the direction of it a bunch of times. And I think it just speaks to I have ADHD. I don't know.
Well, I think
if that's apparent in my channel, but it's been.
I couldn't remember your name before Quench. I remembered Quench Bear for a bit, and then Quench. I remember when you made that switch, and I remember that you were doing a lot of hemp products for a while there.
Yes. Oh,
And
actually, that's what. Yeah.
I want to say that you were you like something Suds or something, was that?
No, I started off with my first company name. My soap company name was the Bassett Soapery because I had a Basset Hound. And I learned from.
Oh man,
yeah.
I love Basset Hounds.
Oh, I love them. They're the best dogs. And
they're
I
awesome.
discovered, and this is one of those things where I do something and then I learn from doing it, like, oh, this is not the right decision. I realized that name was so long, and I was making lip balms, and I could just not
Fit the name.
name.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh man. And also, there's like a dog's name in my company, so people assumed like I was making dog
pet
related
products and stuff
products.
like
So
that.
it was a big lesson in marketing and branding for sure. And I think that's how I treated my company, is just try things and see what sticks really, which is like not the best way to run a business, but you know, it's worked out. I'm still doing it, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
I think
as
we've
long as you're
all
learning.
done that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Throw it at the wall, see what sticks.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of spaghetti throwing for me, for sure. Yeah.
Do
a
you,
lot of, yeah.
do you ever struggle? Well, what does a typical day look like now for you?
So now, since I've moved back, what I've noticed about myself too is that I have just from that moment on, like 2017, I've just been working hard, just
Right.
setting up the company, setting up the YouTube. Eventually, I started Patreon, which was a really great decision.
That's where I was going
started
next.
Yes. Yeah, just realizing my value with my knowledge, how I could teach people, and yeah, finding a way to just have various streams of income instead of just relying on one thing. And that really helped me totally walk away from the corporate world, which is, you know, a relief because I was definitely not suited for corporate. But yeah, like it's been evolving ever since. And now, yeah.
So that's what made you start the Patreon, was the additional revenue and the fact that you could teach more. What's the difference
Yes.
between your YouTube channel and the Patreon channel?
So there's additional content. So my skincare formulations are on there. Direct contact to me is on there. I get messages all the time, a lot of comments, and because of the volume of them, it's really hard for me to respond to all of them. So it kind of is a direct line to me. And I did find that having that really helped with my mental health side of things, because it really helps me focus on, you know, the people that truly do want to support me, but also does also create that extra income stream as well.
Did you have a strategy going into Patreon, or were you just
No.
figuring it out as you were going along?
No. Again, figuring it out as I went along. But what inspired me to do it actually was Adiane Arsenault. I don't know if you've heard of her.
Yes.
And also Marie from Humblebee and Me.
Okay.
Both Canadians and amazing women. I love them. I met them at
Yes.
the soap conference. But they were doing
Wait.
that
Which one did you go to?
years ago now.
Oh,
but
okay. All right.
I've been to only
Okay.
one, and it was the one in Vancouver.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
that's where I met them. I met July, who you guys
Right.
know, who's amazing, like the most wonderful human being ever. And
Yes.
yeah, she's so sweet.
She is.
She is.
Yeah, so from Adiane and Marie, they were huge inspirations in terms of like how to actually turn it into a viable income.
Right.
I just kind of watched what they did, and they were so good at what they did. And so, yeah, just observing and trying things out. And I was lucky also in that I started during COVID time, which was like a really great time to start a YouTube channel. Like,
Yeah.
an amazing time. It was great timing, and it was one bath bomb video that just took off. Really, yeah.
Yeah.
Was your Patreon, was that successful right away, or was it a slow build?
When I think about it, I think it was pretty I started it when I was, at the height of the YouTube popularity. I was really, at the time, I don't know how I did this. I was like putting out 2 videos a week. I try to do that now. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it was hard.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, but looking back, I think I was distracting myself from life, really. So it was, now it's been, I'm having more of a balance. I'm trying to be more life and work and not let work consume me. But back then, like, it took a ton of work to get the eyeballs on what I was doing, and that really helped the Patreon get started. And by then I forget how many subscribers I had on YouTube, but I had a pretty good following by then too. So I think that's what helped as well. Like, I had I don't know what other word to use, but like clout, I guess, to do it.
Yeah.
And so I felt, confident in starting one. So yeah.
Clout, that's the perfect word for it.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
So, do you think that people do you think that they joined your Patreon just so that they could get those recipes, or do you think that they felt like they really just wanted to have more of a connection with you? Or
I get a blend of both. There are people that have been there since the beginning. That are still supporting me, which I find that amazing and fascinating, actually. I never take it for granted. I always just, feel really lucky sometimes. So I'm not sure what exactly it is for those people that make them want to continue, because I definitely have dropped off in terms of providing the formulas and at the rate that I used to.
Right. But there's only so many things you can make.
Exactly. But then there's also those people that do want to learn and start their businesses, and many of them do see me as a mentor, and so it's been nice that I'm able to guide them to answer their questions really with what I've experienced, and it's been pretty much a blend of both, I think.
Do you find that the Patreon community is different than, say, I was going to say Netflix, like the Instagram or the YouTube community?
Yeah, because they're definitely supporters. Like, a lot of it is content behind a paywall, so they're wanting you to succeed for the most part. And I say for the most part because, like, there are people that go in there and just want to, take stuff and go and copy you pretty much. Which
have you ever had that issue?
Oh yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that's another reason why I started the Patreon too. Was I used to do things in a more without that paywall, and I was finding people just taking things and not crediting me and not, really, wanting to give me credit for that kind of thing. So if they're going to do that anyways, which they will, I might as well just put it behind like a barrier at some point. Yeah.
And get paid for it. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, because I think that's something that a lot of, especially women feel, hesitant about when it comes to sharing their knowledge. But it's valuable, so we should be able to monetize it.
So,
100%.
How many videos do you put out? How often do you put out videos now?
So now I try once a week. It's funny because I'm able to film it, but it's the editing aspect of it. And then when you are
We're all of us are nodding in unison.
oh my gosh, yeah, it's like for me it can take
Editing
hours. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, we're just perfectionists or something. I don't know, just like.
Well,
but also,
for like us, it's the short form content that the three of us mainly do, and that's enough. I've got some long form content on my channel, and oh my gosh, the amount of time and effort it takes to edit, just a 10-minute video. It's
Oh gosh, yeah,
a
and
lot.
sometimes there's different cameras going, different angles, and for me, I love it because it's, again, like, I love making these little mini movies. I kind of see them as, but for editing, it's a nightmare.
Yeah. So what do you use to edit?
I use Final Cut Pro. Yeah.
I have that, and I am like so overwhelmed by it.
Are you?
I am
Oh.
yes.
I find it really easy to like pick up, only because I'm from an Apple background, so it just kind
Right.
of speaks to me. But yeah, it can be.
Do you have that on your
complicated for sure.
Patreon? I need. That's what I need.
No, but I
Son of a gun.
have been starting to think about offering those kinds of things as well, because that's a huge gap, I think, in
Yeah.
terms of
Yeah.
what content is missing out there is the technical
Right.
side of those kinds of things. So yeah,
So
it's
'cause
something
right
I've been
now
wanting to do.
Right now I do CapCut, but I want to get
CapCut
away
I
from
use.
that. I have Final Cut Pro, which is already paid for, and I'm paying annually for CapCut. But
Yeah.
when we move to our new house, I'm going to have multiple cameras, and I need to be able to go back and forth between those easier. And I'm like, if I can figure out Final
Yeah.
Cut Pro, it'd be a lot easier.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I think a video that I've been thinking about is just showing a workflow and like super fast motion just to show like the whole editing thing, but like sped up times 100 and voice
I
over
think that would
kind of
that
thing.
people would like that. That people would eat that up. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And
Do
the thing with
you-
me
Especially
is,
me.
oh,
Dad. No. Go
oh,
ahead.
I was gonna say that the thing with me is I get these ideas, and they just kind of stay in here for months and years, and then eventually I'll a switch will be turned on. I'll do it, and I do it, and then it's like the best
Yeah.
idea ever. But I'm really slow to actually execute on things. So
How do you
Yeah.
come up with
Like
the
what?
ideas for what you're filming just regularly?
regular, I just kind of coincided with what's naturally going on in my life. So with Brambleberry, like they'll send me things sometimes, their new fragrance line. So I'll build a video around that, or life updates like my divorce or moving. Like then there's a video about that. If I'm thinking about redesigning a label, I'll find ways to kind of integrate the machines that I'm using, or how I design it. So I try to make it a teaching video as much as I can, just based around what's like going on. Because if I sit down and have to think about it, it's hard for me to do that.
I was going to ask. I saw the video like using the new X tool thing to make a soapbox or something.
Yeah.
You were doing. And I was like, that's
Yeah.
really cool, but how realistic is that in like large scale?
So, I don't know, to be honest, because I've never really taken my company there intentionally, because I knew that it was like a lot of work, and I
Yeah.
just really wanted to stay small. I don't know if it's realistic, to be honest with you. If you're getting big, you want to outsource that stuff 1000%.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you're in the maybe this will work kind of like experimenting phase, and you kind of want to see things without reaching out to people and waiting for a sample to be sent to you, it's fun. Like it's one of those
Yeah.
machines that will like show you your vision right away. And if you're into tech, it's a great little thing to have.
I was like, ooh, new toy.
I must have missed
I
this
can-
one.
It's pricey. Yeah.
I can totally see that. Like, Shauna, like for instance, you take that piece of equipment she's got and build a box, design it how you want it. Then you could send
Yeah,
it
and
to
then
the
ship it,
company.
yeah. Be like, yep,
That way,
Yeah.
if they do it just like that,
yep.
Yeah.
you're not going back and forth like I have for the past several months.
Yeah, like that. There's a huge benefit in just being able to do it, yourself. I mean, I'm that person. I take way too long to hire. I haven't hired anyone actually. I might be control issues. I don't know. But, yeah, it's hard for
Who
me to
does
like
that sound like?
offload. Yeah, it's tough.
What is
yeah.
the most awkward thing that you've ever filmed and then posted anyway?
Oh, awkward. Ooh. I don't mean for this to sound bad, but like anything with my ex was like super awkward. Not because he's a bad person or anything, but because he just wasn't suited to this kind of thing, right? So it was tough because I knew people liked him, rightly so. Like he was fun to be on camera. But for me as the person editing it, I knew that I had to direct him a little bit. And if it's not natural to you,
Right.
it can be really hard to,
Yeah.
try to get good content from someone who's just, it's hard to kind of get them to switch on really if it's not them.
Right.
So that's always been kind of awkward. So
I totally I can get that because my son works with me, and
cool.
sometimes he can flip a switch and he can be on camera and he's fine,
Yeah.
but that's only like 10% of the time. The rest of the time he's like, no, just leave me alone and let me work.
Like a deer in the
it's
headlights.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. and it's our time is so precious, right? So it's like
Right.
when you can't get that right away, it's hard not to be frustrated. And,
Right. So,
Yeah.
in comparison to your YouTube channel, how much do you put into the Patreon?
Ooh, I used to put in a lot. Definitely recently, not because of lack of interest, but just life, the transition and all that. I try to post something valuable for sure a couple times a month. Back at its height, it was one formula a week. So basically 4 formulas a month. And I tried to make it to be a soap one, a lotion one, a sugar scrub one. And that was, it was great for the Patreon and great for my YouTube channel, but it was really draining.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so much work, and that took up a lot of brain space. And I was doing it all by myself, too. I had, not a ton of support with
Yeah.
that. So, yeah.
Have you ever do you feel pressure to constantly have to come up with exclusive content?
Yeah, but it's the job that I chose, right? Like with any career, there's going to be, that pressure to continue delivering.
Yeah.
So it's there. The pressure's there, but it's also a pressure that I put on myself as well. Like it's my job, and I do feel super
signed up for
grateful. Yeah. So
Do you-
I don't feel badly about it.
Do you ever feel, because at least we've discussed this a couple of times before, is the awkwardness in asking people for money and charging people for even just the product, you know what I mean? So did you feel awkward, or was it difficult to say, hey, I'm going to be putting out this content and you can pay for it? Or was it?
No.
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 I love how quick that was.
I just been
Because you knew the
exposed
value?
to it. Yeah, I knew the value, and people were stealing it, so I knew that people were doing it anyways. So it was more so like, I mean, once you realize that people are creating products, best-selling products, and they're profiting from it, why not you? Especially if it came from you.
Right.
I think the less we have to explain ourselves, the better. I mean,
Right.
there's
And it's funny,
Yep.
like, talking about that, every single one of us has had people come on our videos and be like, what's the formula? What's the formula?
Oh, yeah.
What's your formula?
What's your recipe?
Do you have a recipe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you
It's
send them to your
proprietary, I'm
Patreons.
sorry.
Well, yeah, I
We
guess.
don't have them yet, but
Yeah, the recipe's
Yeah.
on my Patreon. Go ahead. Yeah, that's one way to end that question. To end
Yeah.
that. Oh gosh, I had a question in my head. What was it?
Or Etsy. Like, me and Tara have
Oh.
started to sell stuff on Etsy, like our PDFs, and that's been doing pretty good as well. So there's options to.
That was
monetize
another
that
question.
valuable
So you
knowledge.
have an Etsy site, but you don't have your own website. Why did
I
you
do
make
for the- yeah.
what? Do you do have your own website?
No, sorry, I was thinking
Oh,
about my
okay.
soap company, but you mean like for me, right?
Yeah, I mean, like for a website for your some whatever. So what made you choose Etsy over doing it yourself?
Honestly, just laziness. I feel like with my ADHD, it's so hard for me to execute things sometimes that I often choose the easiest path possible to get something done.
I get that.
And so the website is something I know I should have done it years ago. Still haven't been close to doing it, but I think if you want to definitely make a business, you want to be making those kinds of decisions and doing that and figuring that out. And now that ever since I've started to, I got diagnosed 2025 for ADHD, and I'm now medicated. It's been easier for me to make those decisions faster and realize those things quicker and start laying the groundwork for doing them.
So do you think you'll switch to your own website
I think so.
eventually?
It's time.
I just because of the fees and how much Etsy controls
Yeah,
your
and-
stuff. You did say in the beginning that you were a control person, so that's kind of why I was a little bit shocked that you let them control so
Yeah.
much.
well, I have a web guy if you need someone.
See, that's the thing.
If you actually want to hire someone.
I need to hire people. And I think that's the biggest roadblock for me is like just letting go of that and handing over the wheel over to people.
Margaret.
Yeah, I also have that issue, which is why I spent an entire summer building my website and learning everything, the insides and outsides of it. So
I need to do that. Yeah, I'm currently doing that with
I
taxes.
bought a friend
so-
a hamburger and said, "Here, build my website."
Oh, nice.
Legit.
Yeah, yeah. The path of least resistance. I wish I had a friend who just built websites. So I would have done the same thing.
Well, that's not what she does, but she knew how to do it, and she said she'd do it. I'm like, "I'll buy you lunch," and she does not pay for soap.
There you
Oh,
go.
perfect.
There you
Yeah,
go.
an energy share or an energy swap or something. Yeah, it's nice.
So,
There you go.
what size audience do you think someone should have before they think about getting a Patreon? Or does it matter? I mean, like, you have to have
big,
some kind of a
no.
following.
Yeah, you do. You definitely have to have a following to make that sale. Or I think honestly, it's more about if you believe in what you're selling, if you think it's good stuff and you have a way to show other people that it's valuable because they're making money off of your stuff.
Who
then
should
it doesn't
not-
matter how big.
Who should not start a Patreon?
I think somebody just brand new to everything, and then you can pick up pretty
Yeah.
quickly the type of
Yeah.
people that are just doing it because they see,
Other people
like
doing
me
it.
and Tara and you guys doing it, and they think it's so easy. So they try to tick the boxes. Oh, I should start a Patreon, and yeah, like those kinds of people for sure. I think it comes from a place of wanting to serve and help, and also, yeah, it's another monetary thing. Like it's an income stream, yes, but if you don't love helping people, it's not going to be something that you enjoy doing, and you're not going to like it over time. It's not going to be something that grows for
Right.
sure.
So,
Right.
do you think that it changed the relationship that you have with your audience?
Yeah, I think it did. When I first started it, people definitely objected to that.
Really?
But yeah, oh, totally. Yeah, I got some
Yeah, 'cause
comments.
Yeah.
'Cause they wanted
But
all
they
for
weren't
free.
getting free stuff.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
wanted free stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and people are very brave, with their anonymity online. So I definitely, even now, today, I hear it.
Yeah.
Not about Patreon anymore because it's something I did years ago, but other things. People are very vocal with their opinions. But
People
you
are
gotta just,
incredibly
yeah.
brave behind a keyboard.
I don't know that I would call that brave.
Yeah.
It's something, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
it's
they
definitely
something.
something.
When
Yeah.
when people follow your vlogs and they support your Patreon, they're not just
Yeah.
buying your products anymore. They're investing in you and in your
Yes.
journey, right? So, how has that changed the way that you think about content creation?
It definitely makes me feel that I have a community of people that are kind of like my besties, it feels really cool to be able to show people what I'm making and getting that feedback. And it's been incredible. I did have some, there's going to be bad comments no matter what, but I have an overwhelmingly very sweet community that is on my YouTube.
I feel
I-
like
the wi-
when you put out
yeah.
those vibes, like you
Yeah.
kind of get that
Yeah.
back. You know.
Well,
Yeah.
You're gonna
that's-
attract
that-
certain.
You reap what you sow, and you're such a teacher at heart, so stands to reason you're going to have a supportive community, and that just really speaks
Yeah.
to how you are as a creator.
Yes, and I think also I refuse to promote anything that I don't believe in, that I don't
Exactly.
actually want people to. Yeah, I don't stand behind doing that. And I
Yeah.
think people can pick that up really fast.
I
So,
absolutely know
yeah.
creators who one week they have this mold maker, and this next week they're
Oh,
pushing this
yes.
mold, and the next week they're pushing that mold, and it's just obviously
Yeah.
you're getting free stuff from people, and you're just so you
Yeah.
never really can tell.
Yeah.
Yep.
gotta
If
stand by
you
things.
could only keep one platform, Instagram, YouTube, Patreon, email, which would you choose and why?
Probably YouTube. Yeah, 1000%. I love YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have such a
Yeah.
gigantic following on YouTube.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. But it's also the sweetest community, I feel, and also it's a great place to promote things. I think it's like one of the platforms that you can link stuff and people can find it super easily. I feel with like the social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, it can be kind of hard to get people to convert people watching into
Into
a customer.
shoppers. Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I feel like with YouTube, you're able to establish that connection. Because, it's long form. It's hard to keep people's attention that way. But the people that do stay around,
They're
they like you for
invested.
you. And, yeah, you can build communities really loyal, amazing communities through YouTube that no other platform I've been able to do. So yeah, hands down YouTube.
God, you're inspiring me to do long form.
I know.
I just don't have the. I have no problem being in front of the camera. I have no problem talking in front of the camera. I just don't know what to say. It's just I need the inspiration to give me the what to say.
Yeah, no, it can be tough, but I feel like if you do it over and over again, it does get easier.
Yeah.
But it's never been super natural to me. I stutter all the time. Like I get nervous as well with certain things. But yeah, the more you do it, the more it just kind of comes to you, and it gets easier in that way. Yeah.
So before you would talk about copycats and like, you know, some the people would take in your stuff and things like that. Do you want to spill any tea about that?
I don't think about them too much anymore. It used to really bother me in the beginning.
Right.
But then I realized people are going to do it anyways.
Right.
So it's a waste of brain space to worry about that. And I did find that for the ones that were really bad with it, they don't last because they're going to look to you for the next thing. And if you're like me, when you're always changing, then it becomes really obvious that you're copying somebody. So maybe that was another motivation for me to always be evolving and always staying ahead of things, because I knew people were wanting to copy what I did. And so for me, I just wanted to make it as difficult for them as possible.
Do you have a set line of soaps, or is it just a new launch every so often? Like, do you have? Yeah.
I think it's a good idea to have a set line. My soap business did the best when I had a reliable line of soaps, and to this day, people still ask me for those scents, and in terms of like wanting those soaps because they love it so much. Like they build an emotional connection to your hero products, right? So I want to bring those back actually. And the reason why I dropped them was because I moved and I felt like my line was tied to where I was living. But I found no matter where I was, people asked me about those soaps. So it kind of becomes a part of your brand identity. And so it's, I would say find your core line. It doesn't have to be a lot. 3 cents, maybe even just one. Some companies just do one that they're really well known for. I would definitely do a core line for sure.
And at least when I was watching you in the beginning, you guys were always you did markets, a lot of markets, right? Are you still doing as many markets, or?
Currently doing none.
None.
No, but I don't want to not ever do them again. I loved them. They were fun. But it's been different since I've been back in Canada. I feel like there's been a lot of restrictions that have come up that weren't there before. So it's
like
a different world. I feel like there were people that are because it's a wider, it's not as niche as it used to be, I guess. So because more people are doing it, there's a lot more competition. And so a lot more motivation for people to, find things like little mistakes that you've made and, trying to make it public or report you. So you have to be super duper careful with making sure you're doing everything right. And for me, because I have this platform and, I'm a role model pretty much, I've been hesitant to get myself back into that without being 100% sure that what I was putting out there was compliant and what you should be doing. Because that's another thing that I hope people who want to do what I do are doing as well, is that they're doing it correctly and legally. And
are there different, because we're in the United States, it's pretty much,
the FDA.
Is there a lot of different, is it stricter in Canada? Much.
Yeah.
And how about,
Figured it was.
are the tariffs affecting you?
Yes. Yeah. So that used to be not a thing, right? In fact, shipping to the States when I was in Canada was cheaper than shipping within Canada. And that's not the case anymore.
No, it's not. People, people are having a really tough time. Will that limit where you ship to, or where are the majority of your customers?
Because of how my business evolved, a lot of them were in the United States.
Yeah.
The majority of them were in the United States. So that's another reason why I haven't relaunched the business yet, is because I've had to come to that conclusion that it's not profitable anymore to sell soap to the States because of those tariffs.
Because of
It's
the
really
tariffs.
impacted people here in Canada in a big way.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. It's so sad. But that's the reality of the situation. And I do feel for small business owners who have had to close down their shops because the climate isn't what it used to be when I
Right.
started making soap. Yeah.
I do find it seems like you're not the only one to say you didn't want to get big and didn't want to have to make so much soap and be such a huge production.
Yeah.
So they started transitioning into teaching, and I've seen that in multiple different makers. They as they get on, they transition into the teaching, and that's where their income comes from. And I find that really fascinating, pretty cool, actually, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a different mindset for sure. It suits people and maybe not other people. Because I do find like when you're working with physical product and you're wanting to expand, that really suits certain people. They want to find out the logistics and suppliers. And like for me, I'm kind of introverted. So like the less people I speak to when I work, the better. So I'd rather just put myself behind a screen and put that distance.
Okay.
But if you want to make it like a business where you're selling physical products and you want to scale, the reality of that is you have to put yourself out there and invest a lot of money into making that thing grow. So there's a lot of risk with that for sure.
Not to hijack the conversation, but we started out talking about how, she's saying you're sharing your life and people are connecting to it. Why is that? And you talked about being introverted. And I think this, with social media and everything on the internet, so many more people are kind of pulling in and feeling lonely.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes when you are out there sharing your life, other people are like, okay, I connect with this person, I understand what she's going through, and I relate to it. And I think that really resonates with a lot of people.
Well, and it's another way of like feeling like you have a friend and not actually having to go out and make a friend and talk to people.
Right.
Yeah.
So for people who have those awkward, like I don't really, feel like comfortable having conversations with people I don't know, just sitting and listening to somebody else around the same topics, things that I'm interested in, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Right. So let's get back to your rebrand, right? When did you realize that, well, you said you went from the dog name to something else, and then Quench Bear, and now just Quench? Is that right?
I'm still deciding now.
You're still deciding. I was going to say,
Next iteration.
with this next chapter of your life, are you planning another rebrand? Maybe not.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so, but more so a return to what it was kind of thing. I think I'll still be Quench Bear, but in terms of what it'll look like, I think it'll look a little different for sure. Like this, back to my core line that I had, but packaging will probably be different. It'll be a different business model, I think, for sure. But with the rebrands, the reasons why they happened were because I discovered something along the way where like, oh, I need to pivot. This isn't working. So when I think with after the Bassett Soapery, I was Quench. I found with that one, it was a good name, and actually people still tie my face to that word when it comes to soap, which is great.
Right.
But I found that it was already trademarked, and so
So that's why you added Bear. Quench Bear.
Then I added Bear, and then I went through the whole legal thing to trademark that. There was like a reason behind these kinds of things, because I did attempt at one point to scale the business and make it more of a real business, I guess. So I went through those steps to do that. And so the way it is now, I think I'll definitely come back as Quench Bear, but it might look differently in terms of
Is it
packaging
scary
and stuff.
rebranding?
No.
No, not at all. You don't worry about
No,
losing
no.
customers, that people would not recognize you. It would just,
No.
okay.
I think I've always just been that kind of person. I just like spaghetti throwing at the wall. I just kind of, I've been really, I can't be fake. I feel like if there's something in how I feel, I gotta put that out into the world
And address it and let everybody know.
and address it. Yeah. And this is me, kind of thing. Love it or hate it. And just be honest about that, because if I try to force something because it's what I should do, or it's because it's making me more money, it just doesn't serve me at all. And I just don't want to do it anymore.
Doesn't feel genuine.
No. So I have never really worried about losing customers in that sense.
Okay.
But I probably should. I should probably be more focused when it comes to something like that. But I have found, like, in order to continue doing something, which is, I think, the most important thing, and finding joy in it, it has to come from an authentic place of you wanting to do it.
Do you have any advice for any makers that are considering a rebrand?
I would definitely tell them to not just keep it with you, and get feedback from other people, because that's what I've tried to do, is say, this is what I'm thinking about, and see from different perspectives, because again, you don't want to make decisions in a silo. You want to be able to see, sometimes you can be too close to something,
Right.
so
Yeah.
it's good to kind of see from a different perspective whether or not whatever is in your brain actually does make sense.
Now,
And
who
so
do
for
you
me,
who do you ask for their opinions? Like, who do you trust? Is it like people who are close to you, or is it something you'd put out to YouTube? Because I would frankly be afraid to put something out to YouTube, because I'd be like, like, if you, hey, what should I name this soap? And YouTube's going to tell me
Yeah.
to name it These Nuts. So, I don't know. Do you only talk to the people who are close to you, who you trust? Is that something that you would, like, you take your Patreon people? Do you value their opinion, or is it like general public, or like no?
I tend to, my friends and family, for the most part, some of my customers that I've sold to, markets were great, because I could just execute the decision and see in real time how people responded to it, kind of thing. So that's why I encourage people to do farmers markets, because you can really engage with customers and see, what they actually like. So that was very valuable feedback, and it was a very low stakes way of making a little decision, and to see how it was received from people that aren't really tied to your brand or anything.
Right.
So it's, a good litmus test.
That's-
But now that I don't have that, it's more so just consulting with the people that I love, and people who are genuinely interested in my brand, because there's people that are in your life that probably don't care, so you weed those people out pretty fast. And then,
Yeah. So now you've definitely experienced some major life changes recently. How has that affected or changed the way that you approach the business?
Definitely helped me realize that I was working a ton, and it affected my relationships for sure, not just with my ex-husband, but also how I related to my friends and family. So sometimes it takes a shake-up like that to force you to look at your life and say, like, is this really something that is healthy, working this hard? And I had to step away from YouTube for a bit to give myself that time to heal and rediscover who I was. Because in a marriage, I feel like that's something that can really cloud judgment, especially if it's not a healthy marriage. When you're always looking to someone else to, make decisions, and
Right.
so I found that it's something that you want to pay attention to, is how happy you are in your actual life.
Well, like self-care and all that. Like, don't
self-care.
let's not forget yourself.
Oh,
Did
absolutely.
were you using the business as like a source of stability during the
Yeah.
transition? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, having that definitely grounded me. So much was changing and going on, so it was a good place to be able to look forward to as well, with things changing so much. I was I knew I couldn't work at the capacity I used to. Obviously my space is a lot smaller than it used to be. But it really helped me take a look at what was working in my business and in my YouTube, and how I was going to be able to repack that into my current circumstances. Yeah.
So, what have you learned about yourself through this process besides just I work too much?
I I've learned when I stepped away from YouTube for a while, I learned how much I loved doing that. And maybe that's helped my decision to lean more into the teaching side of the business rather than, the making side, because I do love that connection with other soap makers like you guys, who are as genuinely passionate about making soap as I am. Like, that has been one of the things that I've always loved about the soap making world, was talking to other makers. So I think that's what I learned about myself. So if I were, and I will, when I start to sell soaps again, it definitely won't be to the extent that it was before, with my focus being on the community and providing that support for makers and wanting to share my knowledge.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
How do you continue showing up when life is messy behind the scenes?
Ooh, I think I've also learned that you can step away and it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that I used to stress out about a lot is, can I take a break? Are people going to still be there? And
They will.
so, yeah, I feel, yeah.
Have you put any parameters on yourself now that like, I don't want to slip back into those same patterns that I was before? Have you put any
Yes,
guardrails on?
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely slower with decisions. I used to just make them and do them, because I had no time really to process
Think about it.
Yeah. I was just in such a state of, I have to do this and I got to make content. I got to go.
Now,
And since yeah.
do you attribute the decision making really quick to the relationship or the ADHD or just everything? Like, now I'm medicated. Now I'm on my own. Now I'm chill. I can take my
1000%,
time
yeah.
and think, okay.
Yeah, it was the unmedicated ADHD, I feel, because 2025, when I started to take medication for it, it was a whole new world. That was where I was finally recognized by Brambleberry as Maker of the Month.
I
was
just
able
read
to-
that today.
Yeah, really hone in on the soap making, and this is when my social media started to really blow up. So I do think that a big part of my beginning was a franticness tied to my ADHD for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to someone going through any major personal transitions while they're trying to run a business?
Ooh, I would definitely build a support system around yourself and make sure that you have a community of people in your real life that you can turn to. And if not that, therapy is wonderful to help you get out of ruts and things like that. But if life happens to everybody, right? And so just being kind to yourself, because I think that's what makes things worse, is if you start to stress out about stepping away and it just becomes a cycle of
Right.
toxicity. And yeah, just give yourself that time, and it's okay as long as you have the people in your life that you can lean on and talk to, and you'll get back there eventually.
Right.
I feel like, yeah.
If you could go back and talk to the version of yourself from 5 years ago, what would you tell her?
5 years, it was 2021.
Yeah.
Ooh, I would tell her. I don't know, actually. That's a great question. Because it was a frantic couple of years, the past 5 years, but I feel like I learned so much. I was stressed out and I was overworked, but I have all this knowledge, so I would probably tell her to keep going. That there's going to be some things that are going to happen, and not try to change
There's a
how
light at
things
the end of the
play
tunnel.
out. Yeah, I feel like there's a reason for everything. Even the breakdown of my marriage, there's a reason for everything. I don't really talk about this too much in my videos, but I'm pretty spiritual. I believe in the universe and energies and things like that. And just an acceptance that things in life aren't permanent, and just kind of, expect that things aren't always going to be the way they are, and also trust yourself that you're going to get past them. That's what I would tell her.
You know,
Yeah.
a minute ago you said something that resonated with me. You said life happens to everyone. And we talk a lot of time on here. That could be another reason why your content resonates with people so much, because we talk about how so many people sell this curated version of their lives on social media and cut out all the hard, all the mess, all the, the failure.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I think people connect more with the imperfect
Right.
people out there than the ones
genuine.
who show the perfection.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. People definitely resonate when things aren't going great. And I just recently shared that I've been starting to date again a little bit.
I saw.
Yes, and I know that some people are a little, I definitely got comments about it. But even if it doesn't work out, a part of me is just like, so what?
Exactly.
That's real life. And I'm 40 and I'm
Exactly.
dating, and who cares?
You won't find out if it'll work unless you try.
Right.
1000%. Yeah, people are scared to date because
You'll
their heart might
miss
get broken, but
Right.
Exactly. You'll
That's the thing.
miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
yes.
But man, you'll get some stories out of it too.
Huh?
Maybe that's another,
You'll get some stories out of it too.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
There are some interesting people out there. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So did we hit everything? Is there anything that you guys can think of?
I'm sure we'll think of something as soon as we start.
Exactly, as soon as we start recording. How about
My pot of spaghetti's empty.
Yeah.
I can't throw no more.
how about a little lightning round for everybody?
Sure.
What do you think is the most overrated business advice?
Oh, I have one.
Yeah, go ahead.
That you have to make a profit the first year, or it's not a business.
Okay.
I don't agree with that.
All
I
right.
don't know.
Well, that didn't happen, so I guess I'm not a business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Didn't happen for me. Yeah, people hear that and they quit way too soon, I feel. Instead of
Okay.
just continuing with it. Yeah.
What about you guys? Do you think of any overrated business advice that you're thinking of?
I've run across a lot of videos talking about, taking out loans to start your business and such as that. And
Yeah.
that is so unnecessary. I have still
never
yet
done
to
it.
take out a loan.
Same.
Never,
I
Now, I've got a
refused.
mortgage. I've got a mortgage on this shop, but that's
Okay.
in mine and my husband's name, and we lease the shop to the business. So, I mean, that's the only loan, and it's not even in the business. The business pays a monthly lease to me and my husband for the
Yeah.
building.
Yeah.
How about you, Shauna?
I don't know if it's really business advice. It is something that we've discussed on an episode here before. It's this idea that the customer's always right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good
They're
enough.
not always right. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And not everybody's
Not
going
at
to be
all.
your customer. Like we said so many times in here, not
No.
everybody's your customer.
Yeah. I can't.
It's okay, yeah.
How about what's your favorite content to create?
Ooh.
Oh boy. Right now, none of it.
I would say for
I like-
me, yeah, like soap making stuff is fun. It's always fun. I love making soap. It's fun to edit. It's fun to, make little stories around it too, for me. Short form and long
For
form.
me, it's the ones that go viral. I don't have them very much, but I really like that to make that kind of content.
Yeah, well, if you
Yeah,
could
more of
figure out
that.
what that is all the time. I like making
Yeah.
things that make people laugh. Even if it has nothing
Yeah.
to do with
Yeah.
soap. Like the stupid, lip syncing or something like that. Or stuff about my dogs. So that usually puts a smile
I think the
on my face.
relatable stuff is.
Yeah.
I like making the videos where I'm unmolding those big slabs, and they're words are hard.
They
The
are.
silicone liners are from July, Jerica, but I typically will make the boxes myself, and they're just kind of screwed together, with just screws. And I will purposefully take that drill right there, and I'll put it in the background. So I can just zap the screws out, but I've also got a ratcheting screwdriver, and it gives an ASMR effect. I
Yeah.
absolutely love making those videos because of all the men I'm going to tick off in the video.
Oh my
you-
god.
we
They're
all-
going to
we all-
comment.
We all know how the men do. They didn't look and see this in the background, and they're trashing me in the comments saying, "You need a drill, yada, yada, yada." I'm like, will you go back and watch? I got one. I done it just like this just to make you mad. Thanks for your comment.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh gosh.
What is your least favorite content to create?
Right now, for me, it's something I have to get over, but anything that I'm in. I hate being in front of the camera right now, and I got to work on that because people want to see who it is doing it. So, and I know that.
They like
Once
to
I get into the
connect.
new building, it's going to be easier because I'll have a space, but
Yeah. I hate posting the TikTok shop videos,
Ugh.
like where I'm actively trying to sell, this bar soap or whatever. I can't stand making those because I feel like a used car salesman.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I was
Are
going to
you
say.
live doing those? Is that like a live thing? The TikTok shop?
I have done the lives, and I mean they do okay, but it's just
I hate making
I'm just talking
lives.
about
Yeah.
just the videos that I have to post.
Yeah.
I haven't posted a video like that in well over a month just because I'm just tired of the ick, and I'm tired of
Yeah.
TikTok Shop too. But
Yeah.
I'm tired of TikTok
hard.
in
Me
general.
too.
But
Same. I hate
Yeah.
TikTok. It's the worst.
I don't hate
I can't figure it
TikTok, but
out.
it's just.
Yeah.
I mean, I had it figured out until the sale went through, and now they want you to spend money on ads, and I'm like,
yeah.
up yours, I'm not doing that.
I wouldn't. Yeah. I would hate that.
So,
Yeah.
what's your least favorite content to create, Jerica?
Yeah, lives.
Oh, lives. So you don't go
anything where I'm
live? Not even on YouTube. Have you ever gone live on
No.
YouTube? No.
No,
Interesting.
no. I can't. It's like a mental block that I have. I don't know why. I don't know.
I
It's a control thing for sure. I think I just.
That's just because you can't edit it, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see
I
that.
know I
okay.
should feel that way. I should just start doing it because I do see the value of it.
Right.
So I need to get over it.
Yeah, I think that with your personality, if you had some kind of a focus on a live, like what you were going to talk about or whatever, you have so many followers, they would flock, and they would feel like that personal connection, like, oh, I get to talk to you directly.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is, it's so much more of a community builder. That's something that you're looking for. So wow. I think that I'm giving you a job. You need to go live. No, can I do that? I don't get
I know,
I don't get
I
to do
need
that,
to,
do
you're
I?
right.
The teacher's
challenge.
cracking
It's
the
a
whip.
Yeah, no, it's
That's
definitely
your
good advice.
Homework assignment. Go live once within the
Will
next
do.
2 months. No?
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
Dun.
Right? There you go. And
Yeah.
let us know when you do. Email us because we'll all be email or send
Yeah.
us. We'll all be there on your live supporting you.
Absolutely, rooting you on.
Awesome.
I'll be there. Okay, sorry.
What is one thing? I'll be there. No, sorry. What is one thing followers would be surprised to know about you?
Ooh.
Uh-oh. She's only hiding 30%, then
Right.
that's a hard question.
Would be surprised. That I have like things in my head. I'm like, nope, can't, nope.
She's going through the Rolodex.
She has a filter of
Going
things.
through the roster.
What can I say?
Yeah. Probably that I don't take care of myself in terms of making sure that I eat good enough. Like I eat tons of junk food because
Okay.
of how busy I am. Yeah.
All right.
So I'll
that
Yeah, I get
actually
that.
is
Yeah.
surprising considering. you
yeah,
know.
I'm not the healthiest eater.
Well, okay. How about you, Jesse?
Yeah.
I just,
Huh?
oh gosh, you're asking us too?
Yeah, you too.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's,
that's how you think about it.
Oh
yeah. What is something you're
Jesse's going through the roster.
exactly? I'm trying to do it myself too.
Yeah. It's hard, right?
Yeah, it's hard because I mean I try to be as open and genuine on my page as much as I can. There's what I've said it before, but I haven't said it lately. As most everybody knows, I'm from the southeast United States, the deep south, and I don't eat watermelon. I despise watermelon. I
Ooh.
despise any kind of melon. And I'm like in crawfish country, and I don't eat crawfish. I don't eat shrimp. So I'm the most unconventional Southern woman you'll ever meet, but I do drink sweet tea.
Lovely.
Well, I think you have to. How about you, Shauna?
I think that because of my profession outside of soap making, because I'm a physician, people think that all of my entertainment is probably going to be like up there in highbrow or something. But no, I read like fantasy and romantasy books and things like that. So it's, when I
Reads
get off of
dirty
work,
novels.
when I get off work, I want to like not have to think so hard. So it's like I go for something that's a little less challenging to my brain.
Okay.
And I think so. I mean, I 100% work with people who read like historical novels and things like that, and they're reading all these historical characters that nobody else has ever heard of, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go read some fiction.
All right. Okay. And I think
Same.
for me,
Real life is too depressing.
Yeah.
it would be that when I'm not actively trying not to do it, I drop the F-bomb at least 500 times a day.
Same.
So
I have a mouth on me as well.
I think we all do.
but I think it's like I'm
Jesse.
an elementary school teacher, and like so it's a little odd. So that's whatever.
Yeah.
While she's at work, it's just internal.
Oh boy, you have no idea.
She's got a little green man in her inside her brain going bleep bleep.
Bite your tongue, bite your tongue, bite your tongue.
It just goes bleep.
What did that kid just bleeping do?
Well, what is the best purchase that you spent like under $100 on your business?
Ooh.
Everybody's like, what was that?
That's a good question. I'm looking.
$100.
How do you spend under $100?
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, I think like, you know how on you have a Patreon for formulas and things like that. I have purchased some things like that, and it really helped me to
Oh.
expand
Nice.
going
Yeah,
out
good
and
one.
trying new things. Like there's something that seemed intimidating, but
Okay,
someone has
yeah.
it written out step by step how to do it. I think that's really good. Some people might look down upon that and say like, why are you purchasing formulas instead of making your own? But sometimes it's better to purchase something that's tried and true and move on with things.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. No, like why reinvent the wheel if you don't have to, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a good answer.
Exactly.
I agree. Can I
Well, thank you.
just take on Shauna's answer?
Yes, I suppose we
Because I
could all-
do
We'll share it.
believe
I will
it's
share it.
Great. Good investment for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd have to
So
say
I'm
that.
gonna say.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Is it your crawfish
There you
paddle?
go.
Just kidding.
Actually, my crawfish paddle I didn't buy it. A follower
Oh.
bought it and shipped it to my house.
See, that was
But
less than $100 then.
Well, it was less than that. Yeah, so I mean, but it wasn't an investment on my part though. But I would say the best like investment has nothing to do with soap making. It's the little DJI mic system I've got. that
Okay.
I can't
The singing?
find. I have
love those
lost it. Imagine
things.
that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that.
I love this
Yeah.
guy. It's so. Is it
It's fantastic.
under $100? Yeah. I got mine with
Yeah,
my
no,
DJI.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't
Good
find
one.
mine. So I think I'm gonna have to buy another set so I can find my.
Yeah, exactly. You buy a new
They're
one, you'll find the
tiny.
first.
Like, yeah, they're
Yeah.
so small. I get it. I
like
lost
'em
mine
'cause
too once.
They got the little they got the little magnet, and I like to stick it to like random tools and use them in my videos for mic holders. And fantastic, drives engagement out the roof.
Yeah.
Oh, does it? Yeah,
Yeah,
audio's
people-
so important, isn't it?
But
yeah.
people love it when she's
Next-
like holding a paddle and it has the microphone on it, and the next thing she's
Yeah.
got the
Wait,
drill
I
and has the microphone on it.
I was about to say, that's
People
what you
love
need
that.
to do, is you need to unscrew the
that.
mold, and then your next clip is going to be with the microphone, and you're
Tossing
sitting there
with it,
holding the
yeah.
drill.
That's a good
Yeah, oh my
idea.
God, that'd be-
Yeah.
yeah, awesome.
That's
Great
a really
idea.
good. I call those Easter eggs. That and just random weird crap in your videos.
Yeah.
It's great.
Then you'll get the men saying, like, why didn't you use that to open your mold?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think mine would be the my Bertha, my tank, my master.
That was under
vacuum.
$100.
The tank itself, just before I added all of the things to it.
Ah,
I think it was less than $100. So that to master batch the oils in. And then I was gonna say some of July's like the smaller molds, not the big slab molds because those are over 100. But I don't know how much they are because I've never. John does all of those purchases for me. Like those things show up on birthdays and Christmas or Valentine's Day or something. Happy birthday! Here's a mold. Merry Christmas!
Her little
here's a
cavity
mold.
molds now are amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Yeah.
are.
Oh,
The
I love
heifer
them.
molds are awesome.
Yes, those heifer molds are really cute.
Wink,
Totally
wink.
plugging that.
What is your current obsession?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Is this
Does that have
business
to be
related?
related to soap making? Yeah.
Nope. Anything. Current obsession.
Oh, okay.
Oh, anything?
Oh. Right now, for me, it's been like just trash TV. So right now, I've been going through the Love Is Blind seasons and
Okay.
just
Oh,
following
my
that
husband talks
along.
about that show all the time.
Yeah, it's funny how many men love that show too.
And he calls it
Yeah,
his guilty pleasure. I'm like,
Yeah, it's
okay.
just it's fascinating just watching the relationships pan out, and yeah, it's been pretty. I've been obsessed with them for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about you guys? Obsessions.
Other than my reading lately, which just really helps me get out of my brain a lot, preparing for this, I have my first big market coming up, and it's a huge one. So
Yeah.
preparing for that in the fall.
Right.
So I've been looking at like booth setups. I've been getting fragrance oils in line for the theme because it's an Apple festival. So getting that all lined up and
Oh,
trying to figure out what I'm going to take and what I'm not. So that's kind of what's occupying my brain a lot.
Okay.
yeah. It's a lot of prep with that. Yeah.
So, as far as business is, I'll go ahead and say it. I've delved into private label and I'm getting that going. That is my current
cool.
obsession.
Nice.
And as far as non-business related is running shoes, and I just ordered a weighted vest. I'm fixing to start running with a weighted vest.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
So mine, I'm moving in 16 days, so I'm obsessed with trying to get everything done. And then, well, you know what that's
Yeah.
like, right? So,
Oh yeah.
but
I've moved a few
my
times. Yeah.
other obsession right now is researching 3D printers and all of the things that
Oh,
I can
no.
do with 3D printers.
Those are
Something
cool.
shiny.
I know, something shiny, new. I need
Oh,
it, I need
know.
it.
Yeah.
Those
3D
are my...
printing is cool.
I know, it's so cool, and there's so many things that you can do
Yeah.
to make soap. Not really, but, you know, I'm sure I can think of things
I mean,
That's what you
Yes,
to
keep,
yeah.
that's
justify.
what you
Look-
keep telling yourself.
Look at all of the 3D printed bath bomb molds out there. I mean,
3D
you can
print-
100%
Well,
do this.
I don't really make
Yes.
bath bombs that often, but I could certainly
Right,
make
but-
the little bath bomb thingy. I'm thinking I can do scrapers and things like that.
You can do
Scrapers.
stamps,
Yeah.
Stamps.
custom stamps.
You could do custom stamps. There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
There's all kinds of things you can do for the
Then
business.
it's a business expense.
Exactly. There you go.
Ta-da.
There you go. Look, it's funny how we can shape most things into being a business expense.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. People would be surprised. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's it. What is next for Jerica, Zimmerman, and Quench? What did I say, Quest?
So
What's wrong with me today?
I should
Jeffy.
rebrand to that. That sounds nice. What's next? Oh, for me, definitely more content being put out there. I do want to start a series of going back to basics, pretty much. I think, yeah, for a while there, because I was trying to keep things so fresh and different, I do think returning to what, just like making a basic bar of soap, that kind of stuff. I want
Okay.
to make content
Going
around
back
that.
to your roots.
Yeah, the person that I'm dating, I recently taught him how to make soap, and then we filmed a little video about it. So that's
That's so
coming.
sweet.
Adorable.
Yeah, it is kind of cute. You guys are gonna love it.
So he's okay being in the content. Okay, good.
He is. Yeah, maybe that's one of the things I went through my roster. Like, should I tell people that? But yeah, he's pretty comfortable with it. Yeah, it's funny with dating
That's awesome.
that I had to tell people that that's what I did, and that was interesting. But yeah,
That's cool.
that kind of stuff.
How did that go off when you met people and were like, oh, I make soap?
It was it was interesting. People thought that they either didn't understand what it was or they were super interested in it.
Okay.
So I actually only went on dates with two different men. One of them I'm still dating now.
Okay.
And it's funny, like the
Nice.
difference between
That's
two
pretty
of them.
lucky.
One was like zero chemistry. Oh, I know, right? It was, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
One of them was like going on a walk with my brother, and then it was good that I had
Aw.
that first, so I kind of had to
Get it out of the way.
barometer of what was, yeah. And then this guy, he was really, we clicked almost immediately. So
That's awesome.
Nice. Very nice.
Yay!
All right. So, what do you think? Should I wrap it up or?
That's what she said.
No?
Sure.
That's what she
Oh
said.
no, I mean, it was just
That they
yeah,
do
this
that
was
to
so
me
much fun.
every single time. They say.
Oh, like I said, you're welcome
wrap
to
it
come
up.
back. So, yeah.
100%.
Yes. Oh, I
We-
loved it.
we
I had
do-
so much
we
fun.
do
I'd
a
love
lot
to do this with
of-
July. That'd be fun.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I
yeah, we do a lot
definitely,
of juvenile
Yeah,
humor.
definitely.
I definitely think that you should go live and let us know when you do it.
100%.
Yeah, definitely go live.
I need the
It's-
pressure.
You need is that what you thrive
Yeah.
on pressure? So let's give you a date. No, just
No,
kidding.
I need the pressure, and I think that's an ADHD thing. Like,
Yeah.
if I have a deadline like that'll get me going.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I need to do it by 2 months.
Yeah.
Like it'll stick in my brain.
Go
That way. Otherwise, it's just like far
Just
away.
just for clarity's sake, I was diagnosed in my 40s,
Oh yeah.
but I'm not medicated. Yeah, I didn't find the medicine
Yeah.
help me, so I just live with it.
And then that's fair.
And
but it's
Yeah.
funny
They
how
all
long
keep
people
telling
women
me
go.
I'm-
Yeah.
They all keep telling me I'm unmedicated. I'm undiagnosed.
You were undiagnosed. Squirrel.
I feel like I don't know, there's something about ADHD that kind of gives people the freedom to think about doing something like this.
Right.
Whereas most people will kind of like not, like, oh, maybe it's like a pipe dream, but I found like
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that like they get hyper focused on it. And that's why
Yeah.
it turns into what it does. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
100%.
definitely.
Yeah. So I'd love to come back. You guys are awesome. Thank you for
Yeah,
having
definitely.
me. It
Well,
was
thank you.
Such a great talk.
We loved having you. It
This
was when they said that you were like a go for being on the show. I was like, well, that's flipping cool.
Yeah. No, I honestly, I
awesome.
love talking to other soap makers, and I wish this happened more. Actually, I talk about that with Tara all the time. Like, it's such a fun thing that I wish more people did. 'Cause
Well,
it's-
if
it's
you
such a
know
cool thing.
anyone that would like to be on the show, feel free to
Ooh.
make suggestions because, you know,
Yeah.
we just put out there, hey, if you'd like to be on the show, send us an email or whatever. And then every once in a while we'll reach out to people, but we never, you know, you've got
Nobody
pretty
says,
wide.
"Oh, I want to be on the show."
Yeah,
We're
peop-
like,
And, you know, if it's every single time we have a guest, I really resonate with what they're saying and I dive into it afterwards like, oh my goodness, I could totally do this. And then I never do it.
does it?
Yeah. Right?
But this is
Because
one.
she would
Yeah.
have to talk to people, and
Right.
face to face.
But the
Yeah,
thing
it's
is, like,
hard.
talking to people about soap is easy, but talking to people about me is not easy.
Right.
So
Yeah, it's vulnerable. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
So we were
it's
laughing.
really hard.
We were all going to go to the conference this year before it got canceled, and we kept laughing on the show. We kept laughing on the show about like now that everybody knows that makes Margaret really uncomfortable when random people start talking to her. Like all these people were going to descend upon her and try and get her to
Yeah.
talk.
well, I mean,
I told her I was gonna hog tie her and drag her over
It
there. And,
was
like, put
so
her in front of somebody,
hard.
Like, talk.
the first conference I went to, I roomed with July, and
Oh, yeah.
people would, I'm not even joking, they were lining up to talk to her. For, like, we would go from dinner to go to drinks, and people were, like, following along and talking to her, and I'm just standing over on the side, like, twiddling my thumbs. Like,
Where
oh my
was that?
goodness.
Which city? How long ago was that?
That was
3 years
Kansas
ago?
City, right?
Kansas
Should
City,
have been like
Missouri.
23,
Was it Missouri?
right? Because
Okay.
we went to the 24, I think.
Yes.
And then we
Yeah.
skipped 25, and we were supposed to go to 26.
Yes.
But we didn't.
Yeah.
We got
It was the
canceled.
Kansas City one, and then we went.
Yeah, the
we
next
went to the
one I
next
definitely want to go to. That'll be so fun.
It was a great
It's a
networking
Reno,
thing.
right?
Like I totally underestimated networking until recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's such a value in it.
Networking.
Yeah.
Networking is a business builder.
Yes,
It
and
It
business
is.
builder.
Yeah.
It's-
Spreads
It really
the
is.
word.
totally
Yeah.
have to
For sure.
up my game on that one.
Knowledge share.
Although
Somebody's gonna be talking about networking at SoapCon. that
I
you
know,
go to, though.
I know. I can't wait to go there and see that class. But like you had your ex was in your business with you. Jesse is going to be presenting at at SoapCon.
SoapCon.
Oh, cool.
And she'll be talking
What's
about
SoapCon?
network. It's
the
another
soap
version.
conference?
Yeah, it's a soap conference, but it's not by the same. It's not from HSCG. It's
No, it's put on by Soapin' 101. They're on YouTube.
Right.
Okay.
Catherine McGinnis.
yeah.
Okay.
It's a much smaller venue, much smaller amount of people that can come. So Jesse's speaking. So I'm going, and I'll be living close to there, so we'll be going.
I'm gonna pick a heifer up on my way.
Yeah. Well, like you were saying that your husband, or your ex-husband, did all the stuff with you before, right? So my husband was also part of the business, right? But he's off camera. He's like completely off camera, and I keep telling him that having him on camera, it brings a certain appeal to like a lot of people like to see, you know, the happy couple, whatever. So he claims that when we move, that he's going to take a much bigger role in the business and get on camera. I'll believe it when I see it.
You're gonna love it.
When your husband's not on camera with you, and you're a tomboy, you get called a lesbian quite often.
Oh, that's hilarious.
You do? That's sad. What? How do people glean that?
Like,
just from like how someone looks? That's horrible.
Well, just because I wear ball caps all the time, and that's because I don't want to get hair in the soap, and I'm not a hairnet kind of gal. And I don't. I'm not like a makeup and frilly clothes. I'm a t-shirt and scrub pants or overalls kind of gal.
Well, you're also doing like all the stuff yourself. You're using a winch and drill and all this other stuff. And that
that's
people
true.
don't think girls can do that. So.
That's
'cause
true.
my husband, like he works for a living and he's gone all the time.
Yeah.
Well, Jerica, the other thing was that this podcast was originally supposed to be Margaret and her husband.
Well, that's true.
It's called Soapin' After Dark.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
We were gonna
it was supposed to be
that sounds
them.
spicy. Yeah.
right? Because we did a lot of,
And
you
then
know,
it
we
just
do a
kept
lot
not
of dirty
happening.
joking, and it never happened. And then I was like, he just kept saying, he bought all of this equipment to do the podcast, and just was dragging his feet because he doesn't want to be on camera. And then one of the girls was like, "Hey, we'll do a podcast with you." I'm like, "All right, let's do it. Let's go for it." And
I think what happened was we had a hilarious text conversation one night that was just so freaking funny. And I was thinking, like, we would be so hilarious on a podcast together. And then he said, after the conversation, he was like, you guys should just do it.
yeah, and I was like, "All
Yeah.
right," that gave me
do it.
the freedom and the permission to go.
And how have you
And
been
then we just
liking
jump.
it? Like, yeah, has it been a fun project for you guys? Like, are you
Oh yeah.
gonna do it for a while? Oh, nice,
Well,
good.
to be honest, this is our 79th episode. This one that we're filming right now, and I like it a lot. It's, you know what it's like. Okay, so you remember how, like, obviously in COVID, like, we couldn't go and hang out with our friends and stuff, so we would have Zoom parties. Did you guys do that?
Yes.
I don't know. We did that. This is like a Zoom
we
party
did
every
that.
week.
I was a little busy during COVID.
Well, you were. That's different.
Yeah.
That doesn't count. Blah blah blah. Doctors are heroes. Whatever.
Wait, what went on in COVID?
Well,
She's a doctor.
She's a doctor.
I'm a doctor. I'm a name
Oh,
So she
yes,
was
that
very
makes
busy.
I was a little busy.
sense. Yes, yeah. You're in the weeds there for sure.
Yeah, definitely. But it's especially because we're all over the country, so it's not like we could do it in person. So it's almost like a Zoom call with my friends every week, but it's topic related. So we, in the beginning, I would pick a topic every single week, and we would focus on that topic, and then that, like, you find after 79 things that, like, you know, it's hard to come up with a different topic every week. So a lot of the ones are just, we call it a heifer huddle, where it's just, hey, what have you been up to this week? And, you know, it's kind of just putting out there and, like, it's just hanging out with my friends and recording it.
It's like the group chat in video form, but PG friendly.
Right.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, we do have to edit some stuff out.
Right.
So
Thought
yes,
of the
typically
name,
there's a lot.
Heifers. I love it.
We typically there's a lot more juvenile humor involved in our
Yes.
conversation.
That's awesome.
A lot
no, I'm all about it. Yeah, that vibes
We're,
in me.
we're like a bunch of 12-year-old girls giggling.
Good.
That's
how it
good to
should
know
be.
because if you come back, then we'll probably let loose a little more.
Yes. Well, you never know, right? I feel
Right,
like
exactly.
when I meet people,
And
it's
you
hard
don't
to.
wanna-
Yeah.
You don't want to push anybody away or
Right.
throw them off or anything like that. So
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, you never know for sure. Like I've gotten that before where I meet people and they're like, "You're not what I expected," kind of comment. Yeah. So I think, I definitely curate myself for sure in that sense.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys are like that. It's fun.
Yeah, well, it's definitely a good time.
That is.
Good.
All right, let me get this done. Well, Heifers, that wraps up another episode of the Dirty Heifers podcast. A huge thank you to Jerica Zimmerman from Quench for joining us and sharing her experiences and insights and the story behind both her business journey and her personal evolution. We appreciate her willingness to have an honest conversation about growth, change, and what it means to keep building even when life doesn't go according to plan. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts, leave us a review, and share this episode with a fellow maker, entrepreneur, or anyone who could just use a reminder that sometimes the biggest growth happens during the most unexpected seasons of your life. You can find all four of us online. Margaret at Warm and Fuzzy Soapery, Jessie at Country Lather Soapworks, Shauna at Bawana Bath and Body, and Jerica at...
Jerica_Crystal on Instagram and TikTok, and Jerica Crystal on YouTube. I dropped the Zimmerman.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
And
Don't
don't
rebrand there.
There you go. And and I kept pushing it too. And don't forget to follow the Dirty Heifers on YouTube and social media for bonus content, behind the scenes chaos, and all the things that don't make it into the actual show. And until next time, keep making, keep learning, keep laughing at your mistakes, and remember, stay dirty, Heifers. It is time for everyone's favorite segment where Jeffy, where that's it.
Nice. So cool.
You weren't as corny on the ending this time.
Yeah, well,
Ooh.
sometimes I have.
Corny Margaret ending. What do you say?
Oh gosh, I say like lame
corny.
jokes and
Corny.
basically dad jokes. I sprinkle a lot of dad jokes in because I like to try to be funny, but not really.
No, you guys are hilarious. I love it.
My husband was actually laughing at me right before we started. He's like, I love how you put on some makeup and you have like your t-shirt on and then you're wearing like pajama pants.
Why not? Yeah,
I'm like,
be
they're not going to
comfy.
see it.
It's
Exactly.
total Zoom attire. At least you're not in
At least I have pants on, right?
Exactly.
I mean, I
Yes.
put
There
on
was
a
one
shirt
time-
that didn't have oil stains all over it. So,
There you go.
know.
There was one time last summer whenever Margaret's air conditioner was off, and she gets on here and she's like, something about like, I'm not even wearing pants, and both Jesse and I are like, excuse me, what? She has shorts on.
I was wearing shorts.
She's like, I'm not even wearing pants today, and we're like, wait, what?
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, do we need to know this?
It's so funny. She just casually
Yes,
get up
it's
and all
vital
you see is
information.
Margaret drawers.
Jesse and I both go like,
Big old granny panties.
Hang on a minute. It would be on brand because, I mean, Jerica, when we was at the conference, just for reference, Shauna is like 6'11". Margaret is like
No.
6'4".
I'm
And I'm
5'6".
5 foot.
I'm 5'8".
You're 5 foot.
But compared to Jesse, we look
I'm
like we're
5'1"
6'11"
with
and
my
5.
shoes on. Okay, I'm itty bitty.
Yeah.
I'm short. And then lo and behold, we are like in the hotel room, and they put me in the rollaway bed. They won't even give me a real bed.
Oh, poor Jesse.
If we could have
I'm
gotten
laying
a
there.
crib, I would have got that too. But or a playpen.
A pack and play.
But I'm scrolling my phone in this little rollaway bed. Margaret gets up. She's got this devious look on her face, and she comes and crawls in bed with me and spoons me.
Oh.
I'm just laying there, and all of a sudden she just hands me her phone. It's like, here, take this. I'm like, why am I taking your phone? And then she starts saying for Jason, I'm like, oh, I don't know what's going on here.
That sounds super cozy. No, it's lovely that you guys have this friendship. Because it's hard to make friends.
That was the first time we ever met in person, too, is when we were sharing
That's
a
the
room.
first time we ever met in person.
Just
but,
super cozy
we-
right away. Love it.
Back in April, we went to northern Georgia and we toured AFI, Aromatic Fragrances International.
Oh, cool.
And
How'd
Shauna
that
went
go?
to the grocery store to go. Oh, it was fun. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
Shauna went to the grocery store to get some snacks and some coffee, and me and Margaret was just hanging out at the house and talking. and we got an Airbnb. And Margaret said, she went to the kitchen drawer and she got a fork. She said, "Should I go put this in Shauna's pillow?" I'm like, "Yes." She went and got a fork and she went and stuck it. So I've been spooned.
It wasn't in
Shauna's
the pillow. It was on the
Oh my
pillow.
God.
It was on the pillow.
Margaret,
She
you were
wasn't
supposed
trying
to put it in her pillowcase, not on her.
Well, she didn't want to. She didn't want to
You
injure
dropped
me.
the ball.
I didn't know. I've never forked someone before.
Like it really would have hurt your head.
You never forked somebody.
Rude.
That would have been painful for sure, but wow, you guys are pranksters.
It would have been funny.
That's a little intimidating. But yeah, definitely a fun crowd. Like next conference you guys are going to, I'm coming. That sounds
Oh, yeah.
so much fun.
We're in.
Oh gosh, yeah. Have you guys
sure it's one of
socialized
the
with
Like,
like
wrote Jerica in with a heifer herd.
yes, but
That's 'cause
like,
you
who
need
else
someone
have
your size.
been? Who else have you been wanting on the show? Like, what's your dream guest list if you could?
Oh gosh.
I mean, I've spoken to quite
Joanna.
a few. So, Joanna.
Yeah.
Who has? She's agreed to come on, but she hasn't done it yet.
yeah. Well, we haven't.
Well, I
asked
mean,
her.
it's whenever y'all. Yeah, we gotta ask her. I can ask her, but Katie Carson. I'd love to have Katie
Oh gosh,
Carson.
yeah.
She's hard. I heard too.
I would,
Yeah.
I would love to get Katie Carson on.
Well, you know what would
Yeah.
help if we asked.
There.
But
Are you guys
Probably.
nervous? You guys never
You
know.
know, like
We have not asked her yet. No.
Yeah, I just feel
No,
like
we have not.
we all have imposter syndrome, and we all think, man, we're not big enough to ask.
Yeah.
We're not big enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eventually.
I get it.
We will.
I think honestly, we were all shocked when you agreed. We're like, oh, dang. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that shocked the crap out of me.
No,
I'm like,
honestly,
are you
it's
for
fine.
real?
I love it. Yeah.
All right. So I
Yeah.